Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Within. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I talk about movies, obviously TV shows, theme parks, I don't know, whatever the case may be, whatever may be related to Disney in some shape or form. Yes, there's a good chance I'll be talking about it. So this time around, I'm going to be talking about this movie, folks. Yes, it's the liking, and yes, I've already reviewed this. I've already talked about it, but this movie just sucks. So I'm going to be reviewing the Blu-ray version of this film, folks. So here we are. So yeah, I bought this used, by the way. So yeah, because whatever. Anyway, of course, as usual, I'm going to be talking about the plot. I'm going to keep this brief because, like I said, for this part of the video, I've already spoken about this, so this section may be kept short. Anyway, so yeah, after the murder of his father, this young lion pretty much has to learn the responsibilities of life, what it means to be brave, and the true meaning of all that. Of course, it's going to take place in this area. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of animals and whatnot. Simba is the pride and joy of his parents and whatnot. So, of course, that's going to be a thing. The main character is going to be prepared to be the next king of the jungle, so to speak. Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. So, of course, someone's going to die and whatnot. And yeah, someone gets killed. There's a Scar character who wants to get his way, of course, and things aren't exactly easy for the main character. So, of course, he does make up some friends along the way of the journey. And that's basically the overall idea here, folks. And shit. Damn it, it's Mr. Monkey again. That's somebody else's foot on the ground, and you're just gonna eat it? What? Oh, okay. Fine, whatever, you weirdo. Yeah, oh, okay, you're gonna be like that? Sure, whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, folks, this was incredibly boring. It was so boring. We've been down this road already. I mean, granted, I can say the exact same thing for all the Disney remakes they have been making over the years. They're all boring. Just like this one here, it seems to be more boring than some of them. Well, I guess compared to like few, I guess, but still, it's still pretty damn boring at the end of the day. And yes, of course, it's basically the same story as the original. If you've seen the original movie and did not see this movie, you've seen it already. It's the same exact movie, except it's longer. They overly stretched the film, and so in a lot of ways it felt padded. So excuse me if I'm repeating myself here, because I can say the same type of argument for the vast majority of all these remakes. It's basically the same thing over and over and over again. Just on a repeat. I could just watch the original film and be fine with that. Christ. Mr. Monkey, didn't I already tell you to go find a damn job? What are you doing? Go and get. Oh, really, go and get. Anyway, like I was saying, folks, I'm going to be reviewing the Blu-ray version. This has two discs, and the DVD and the Blu-ray version of this, of course. There's the audio commentary, the songs selection, the Spirit musical video done by Beyonce, and I guess just to name a few things right here, of course, the journey to the Lion King documentary, the behind the scenes magic, I guess, with the filmmakers and cast. There does have quite a few things right here, folks, and of course, it's going to be presented in high definition quality. Obviously, I did not get the digital download for this because, as mentioned a moment ago, I bought this used because I'm not gonna be supporting this. At least the store I bought this from, which was Rasputin, by the way, will get the money, not the company itself. So yeah, I guess that's one way to do the to protest in some way. You can buy it used, I guess, at some used store or whatever, one of those hand me down kind of stores, I guess. Because like I said, I'm not gonna be supporting this garbage. What is at least a store gets the money, the used store, I suppose. So that's one way of doing that, I suppose. I guess. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't enjoy this film whatsoever, like at all. So yeah, the thing is that some people out there would think I might have actually, because I like Disney and the fact that yeah, I have a cat. Yes, for those who don't know, I do have a pet cat named Rocky, whom was and still is with me for yeah, I had this cat for more than 4 years. Alfred and I have been taking care of this cat for quite a while. So you might be thinking, since The Lion King has cats, and you might be thinking, oh, I might be liking cats, cat movies or whatever. But that's not enough for me, folks. That is not enough for me whatsoever. Because aside from okay, the fact it's a remake, it goes against it. The fact that this is a remake goes against it. This shouldn't have existed whatsoever, like at all. I mean, there's already a TV show and sequels made to the original Lion King, so why couldn't you just do another one of those? It's beyond me. This was often considered to be one of the most expensive films ever made, so what the hell? Oh boy. So I'm gonna be thinking, oh, I'm just saying I like the original one more just because of nostalgia and whatnot. Yes, a lot of people have seen this film when they were much younger. That is definitely true. But that's not in my case. I did not grow up in this movie, okay? I did not grow up with this film whatsoever. So don't be thinking, oh, I'm just speaking out of nostalgia, just pure nostalgia. And a matter of fact, I was around for over 100 years old. I was already quite old when this movie was released. So, I mean, okay, maybe I could still have nostalgia to some extent, I guess you could say. I suppose even then, I suppose. But still, even then, I'm not speaking out of nostalgia. No, just not out of that. That'll be just being blind, I guess. I don't like nostalgia, if I'm being honest with you. I think nostalgia can be toxic. At least potentially can be anyway. And just being stuck in a time period or whatever, ignoring all the good things that came along. Yes, a lot of old movies are better. That I would definitely say. Yes, I would definitely say that a lot of the older movies are definitely better. Like I would at times say they don't make them that you used to, and I'm sticking by that. Yes, newer doesn't even mean better, sure, but that doesn't mean you should be blindsided by nostalgia. That's what I'm saying. Just unfortunately, this just goes on with the fact that the impression a lot of modern movies are just feel lazy. This is definitely one of them. Remaking something from back then is just lazy. That's definitely true. And this was no exception to that. Yeah, boy. And yes, it's very CGI heavy, as you might expect, of course. And yes, in a lot of ways, I do miss the traditional filmmaking. Wait, yes, I'm going on a rant that I feel like a lot of filmmakers are over reliant on that, folks. Yes, I'm going to be one of those kind of prunes who complain about that. Yes, I do miss the traditional filmmaking in a lot of ways. Special effects themselves don't necessarily have to be a bad thing, per se, of course. You can use it when it's needed. It just seems like Hollywood just having an overabundance of it, is what I'm saying. Like they're being way over reliant, and Disney is no exception to that whatsoever. So, yeah, I do like the creativity a lot of these people will have, of course, and have to find a way to create certain images on screen with a limited budget. So since Disney doesn't have to work as hard as they used to, especially way back when they started off, they just got really comfortable. Is what I'm getting at. And they don't have to try as hard like they did before when they just first started. Yeah, by this point they have been established, really well established. They're raking in a bunch of money. And yes, this movie was actually a box office success. It made a lot of money. And yes, I do believe that it's just because of the fact that a lot of these individuals saw this film when they were kids. And this was definitely based off the fact just to make money out of nostalgia. That's it. And nothing more. They just want to make money off of something that a lot of people back then had seen when they were little kids. Maybe you were in middle school, maybe you were younger than that, maybe you were like 8 years old, maybe 5. I don't know. Point being, a lot of these individuals nowadays are in their 20s, maybe they're in their 30s, to finish high school, to finish college, or maybe they would just finish going through a university or whatnot, a community college or whatever, and they're having their own life, they're having their own kids and whatnot. And of course, they're starting to have their own life, having a job or whatever if they haven't one already and whatnot. Things are more complicated now because the world now seems way more different than compared to when you were small. And watching something like this brings back these childhood wonders, makes you feel like way back then was way more easier or whatever. But does that kind of thing though? It's just like makes you feel like you want to go back to the past, how you feel way back when. Maybe things are way too complicated. Maybe you having relationship problems with your partner or what have you. Point being, things are a lot more complicated than it was back then. So of course, a lot of people want to go back to a certain time period in a way because they have these kinds of memories, these wonderful childlike memories and whatnot. For me, that's not enough. I can see what to do there, do this shit. Christ. Mr. Monkey, you still bugging me? You need to get a life. Christ. Anyway, like I was saying, folks, yeah, this was just a disaster. It's very disappointing. Like I was saying before, I've already seen the original. I I've seen the original quite a few times already. This was uh just a rehash of the original. Really, it's just what longer. That's what this is. It's just a lot longer when you think about it. Uh, so yes, it feels padded. It feels very padded. Like I was saying, I can say the exact same thing for the vast majority of the uh, of the remakes created by Disney. Even if they're trying to change it up a little bit here and there, still feels like the same thing. So I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. Christ, dude, this was not well done whatsoever, like at all. Man, Christ. Yeah, this was not good. It's a bore. It's just it felt like I had to go through just to sit through this. It felt like a damn chore. Mr. Monkey, I told you. No, you won't listen. Here you go. Yeah, he won't listen anyway. So there you go. Yeah, you bastard. But anyway, like I was saying, folks, it just seems like they just didn't want to experiment anymore. Not really. So obviously, in a lot of ways, this felt short. It felt, I guess you would say, it was the better. Yeah, it felt short. I can say that, I guess. This entire film, even the music, felt flat. I know Beyonce was trying to do her best for this. That's fine. No, props to her, I guess. You know, Beyonce is a really good singer. She's really great in what she can do. And I'm not the biggest fan of Beyonce, but I'll give credit when credit due. She does have the nice vocals, of course. The music former is actually pretty good, but it's just in this movie, it just feels like whatever. It's just whatever. It feels generic because again, it felt like we were already here. We've been here. And just to be clear, just to be clarifying here, folks, I'm just trying to say that okay, aside from the fact I've seen the original film quite a few times, aside from that, I still don't like. Even if I just want to judge it in his own merits, still not very good, like at all. Ugh, Mr. Monkey, Christ! I told you to go find work, go apply to something. What's your problem? I know some people may tell me that I shouldn't compare it to the original and whatnot. Well, why the hell not? Why shouldn't I? Yeah, like I was saying, even if I want to compare it just to itself, and not compare it to nothing, just judge it in its own merits, like I was saying. If I want to judge this film in its own merits, it still sucks, still blows, because the dialogue wasn't very good at all. The dialogue wasn't very good, of course, like at all. The soundtrack was nothing special, of course, and just no, Jesus Christ. And what did they have to make everything look so realistic? What's the whole point of that? The fact that the original Lion King was animated, there's a certain advantage of that. You can make it more expressive and whatnot when it's animated. I don't think this one's animated too, sure, but I'm just saying when it comes to hand-drawn animation, making it a bit more cartoony, I guess. There's more advantages to that when you think about it. I don't know anymore. Just, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense as to Mr. Monkey. What the hell? What are you doing? You're such a slacker, you know that? You're such a damn slacker. You really need to get a life and stop bothering so damn much. Christ, go to hell. Anyway, but like I was saying, folks, this was just a piss poor attempt to make money off the original. And the fact that the trying to make everything super hyper realistic actually goes against it, really. And it's a lot less entertaining than the original, of course, and whatnot. I just felt like this was definitely not it was not needed. I mean, people say that the visuals are groundbreaking. The visuals were really good. The visuals were pretty damn good, but it still felt soulless, lifeless compared to the original. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, this was not needed. Like I was saying a moment ago, maybe the technology has advanced to a point we can make the animation look really realistic, which is fine. You could do that. I'm not saying you can't make the animation be realistic. I'm fine with that. It's just that realistic animation is not right for this movie. That's what I'm saying. It's just not right for this movie. Make realistic animation, sure, go for it, but use it for a different movie, not this one. Oh boy. Mr. Monkey, what are you doing? Finish up your chores. You're supposed to put the dishes away, clean some stuff up. You're a slacker. Why won't you listen, man? What's your problem? Someone has an attitude. I mean, really. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, folks, this one just pales in comparison to the better Disney movies. And but yeah, so like I was saying, it does follow the original story so damn closely, and it just feels like it feels second rate when you think about it. There's nothing clever about this whatsoever. There's nothing I can praise really aside from the visuals, of course. Yeah, it looks nice, but beyond the surface level, it's just a total chore to get through. Like I was saying a moment ago, it felt like a damn chore. It's not. If anything, you had to be a bore. Like I said, it was way earlier. I feel like I'm repeating myself over here. I really am. But it was not something I was felt engrossed in any kind of way and whatnot. Just no. Just absolutely no. This should have not existed whatsoever. This was completely pointless. And, okay, Mr. Monkey, since you will not listen to me whatsoever, okay, I got some for you. Yes, I do. Stay put. Stay. Yeah, want the shoe? Here you go. Yeah, you can have it, you know. Okay, folks. Yeah. Let's wrap things up already. So I do appreciate anybody for actually watching this. If you actually sat through this and whatnot. I know the original film was supposed to have some sort of life lessons and whatnot, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But then with the remake, it's like, what are you trying to say? What is your ultimate goal here exactly? I don't know. It really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, like at all. All right, folks, just no. Even on Blu-rays, it's not worth it. I just have it just to collect it. By the way, I just got this just to collect it for my movie collection here. Oh boy. So yeah, definitely not the worth. Not even that Blu-ray version is worth it. No, not even the Blu-ray version is worth it whatsoever. No, sorry. Anyway, folks, I'll give this an overall rating of a 4.7 out of 10. It's a 4.7 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.